You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. Y'all know what time it is.
No charcoal grills are allowed.
I'm white. I got you, Carl.
Illegally selling water without a permit
on my property.
Whoa! Hey!
You don't live here.
I'm uncomfortable.
All right, y'all, not a good look. A Penn State athlete received a letter signed by graduate David Peterson criticizing the player's hair, saying, quote, the athletes of today are certainly superior to those in my days. We miss the clean-cut young men and women from those days. Watching the Idaho game on TV, we couldn't help but notice your, well, awful hair. Surely there must be mirrors in the locker room. Don't you have parents or a girlfriend who have told you those shoulder-length dreadlocks look disgusting and are certainly not attractive? The letter was presumably sent to Penn State safety Jonathan Sutherland and posted by his teammate Antonio Shelton on social media. Now, here's the deal. A local newspaper tracked this dude down. He apparently has written other letters to the newspaper. They reached out to this guy, tracked him down. He said, yeah, he sent it. He said, I just don't want our players looking like Florida State Miami players.
I'm sorry.
He said folks with these tattoos and their hair, and he claims that him and his family, they don't watch the NFL anymore, you know, because of how these guys are looking with their hair and tattoos.
I'm sure
and he's a 1966 graduate of Penn State.
Oh,
so I just want to say, and I know people are going to say, oh, of course, Malik would say that. As someone who had locks, you know, at some point, and knowing how it was received by black people and white people, this is, you know, I think that there is an insensitivity to us and our hair. I don't know. I won't go as far as say that this is racist, but around the time that I actually had locks is when Hampton University implemented their policy where in their school of business, where you could not be in their school of business if you had braids or locks.
And that was stupid as well.
What I'm saying. So
and what that was black folks operating in white supremacy by, because again, and not just Hampton, Black Enterprise, same thing, Earl Grey talked about it, where you couldn't actually have locks as well because, hey, it's not accepted in the business world, so therefore we're training you for that.
So that ignorance is what I'm talking about. So it's, for me, and I understand it's a white person because it's, you know, a little different dynamic, but it's born out of that same ignorance that had Hampton University making
called
those.
white supremacy.
Hampton's response was based upon white supremacy.
Right.
This white guy here is simply stating white supremacy.
Right.
That's what it is. No different when the black woman who applied for a job at the VA in Virginia, impeccable credentials, goes in, applies for the job. I mean, hands down, she get it. She leaves the room. White guy on the panel says, I don't like her cornrows. I don't like her hair. Doesn't get the job. She sues. She wins. Got more than 70 grand plus back pay and got the job. So it cost taxpayers because this white guy didn't like her cornrows, Kelly.
It doesn't make any sense because my hair did not get me a degree. My hair didn't get me a job. My hair didn't get me anything except a really nice hairstyle, you know, and for
So white standards.
You know, and it is.
No, that it is.
You know, to Malik's point about you used to having locks and talking about how it wasn't necessarily received well in the corporate world. Thankfully, that is changing because, you know, our generation is one of, you know, what respectability politics for why, you know, and I like that type of movement because, again, we are not our hair. And if a white person comes in with curly hair one day and straight hair the next day and split ends and all that, if they can do all of that, I can come in with a fro. I can come in with faux locks or real locks or sister locks or any other type of lock or any other type of braid or any other type of twist because I'm here to do a job and it has nothing to do with my hair.
And that's why California has a law that was signed dealing with hair discrimination, saying that's against that. And guess what? They should call this dude out, should put him on blast, and he should be persona non grata when it comes to Penn State because, yeah, you don't like his hair, but you don't mind him scoring them damn touchdowns.
Yeah, and I just want to just add quickly, you know, we also perpetuate this. So I know black women who,
Yes.
under no circumstance,
Sure.
would date anyone who has locks in their hair, who has cornrows in their hair, who
But
has
that
braids
Yes,
in their
we
hair.
perpetuate
Even name
We
discrimination.
perpetuated because of white supremacy. In fact, Jackie just sent me this. Amisha Cross, who's on our show a lot, she posted this on social media. I attended way too many events last night, but one particular instance struck me, and I'm kicking myself for not saying anything. Post-event, a woman commented on a young black guy saying she was going to make sure he was never invited again, not because he was inappropriate in any way, but because he had braids. She said she was disgusted by it, and it made her uncomfortable. Braids are thuggish, and he looked like a hood guy in a suit. In that moment, I should have said something. I didn't know what to say. I was shocked. In that moment, I failed a black man. The comment came from a black woman. Her target is a budding 24-year-old tech giant. Discrimination is real, and it's not always from outside of our community. That,
That's
though,
the point, yeah.
that is based upon, though, white supremacy. The issue that we're dealing with is white standards in terms of how they view how we should dress. Same thing. Oh, don't you dare wear African garb on television because white male executives, no, wear the blue jacket, wear the suit, wear the tie. Look, I had white executives at CNN like, ooh, his dress, because I wore bold pinstripes. Like, you damn right, because I wasn't looking. And he had Joel Klein sitting next to me, who looked just raggedy. And I told him, I was like, damn, Joel, dress like iron your shit, please. But no, I had to go there because again, they don't mind that rumpled, frumpy look. But that's fine because, no, that's acceptable, but we're not going to have that. These are white standards. And what I keep saying to people, that what you're dealing with right now in America, when I keep talking about white fear, it's because of what is determined to be acceptable. White standards have determined everything in America for centuries. The whole deal in corporate America, it was the IBM look. It was a blue suit, it was a white or light blue shirt, and it was a red tie or blue tie. That was a look. Come to Capitol Hill, if you want, what's the Capitol Hill look? Khaki pants.
Khakis and
blue,
blazers.
You will never see me wear khaki pants and a blue shirt and a blue jacket because of that look, okay? And that's what it is. It's because the white standard, not the corporate standard. You can call it the white corporate standard. It is the white standard. It is why you're seeing an increasing number of black women on television finally wear natural hair. But some of them are going to their new, y'all, there was a sister who was in Houston, went to her news director to get permission to wear her hair natural on the air. You've had other sisters where white news directors have said, no, they wanted to be pressed, they wanted to be permed because they want to look a certain way for white viewers. We have to recognize that when black folks do stuff, it just didn't happen that way. It is what it has been placed on us, and we've been told, now look, to be accepted, you must do this here, because you know how those good white folks don't want you looking like that. That's where all of this is born out of. And so hopefully, with the law in California and others, that will change. And I'm glad to see Coach Franklin stand up for this young man and put this graduate on blast. That is a good thing. But again, and I keep saying this, why black people must go through a retraining process, because we have been victimized by white supremacy. We have taken on, in many ways, the view and perspective of the oppressor, because they have said, you can't walk through this door unless you conform to our standards, our vision of beauty. And that's why when I talk about how white fear is what's going on here, because they have said this is the acceptable standard. Remember the dress code in the NBA? Remember all of that? We don't want the players wearing tattoos and everything along those lines. Yeah, they're still making billions of dollars with players wearing tattoos. Because what was the whole point? We don't want to upset the white corporate sponsors. And they say, we don't like the look of those players. But you like how they ball. That's the real deal there. All right, folks, back to our Roland Mark Unfiltered video in just one moment. The second annual Luxe Jazz Experience taking place in Cabo, November 7th through the 11th. You're hearing, of course, that's Gerald Albright. It is an upscale destination with luxury accommodations, fine cuisine, top shelf libations, golf, spa, health, and wellness. So if you want to attend, you can go to lifeluxejazz.com to sign up. But those of you who don't want to go, you can still participate by going to gfntv.com. gfntv.com to watch the live stream. Get your live stream pass. It's 14 acts over 3 days. You'll be able to watch every single one of those concerts. I'll be broadcasting my show from there Thursday and Friday. But if you can't make it to Cabo, you can still participate by watching the live stream. So sign up at gfntv.com. It's $10.99, gfntv.com. 3 fantastic days of concerts, including, folks, Mark Curry, as I said, Joel Albright, Alex Bouillon, Raul Madon, Incognito, Pieces of a Dream, Kirk Whalum, Average White Band, Donna McClurkin, Shalea, Roy Ayers, Tom Brown, Ronnie Laws, and Ernest Quarles. It's going to be fantastic. Again, get your live streaming pass at gfntv.com. Now back to your Roland Martin Unfiltered video.